Hey y'all, welcome back. It's Angela. And I haven't been on here for probably 3 weeks or a month, maybe. I don't know how long it's been, maybe a month. There's been so much that has been happening in my life. And I'm going to probably wait till the end to kind of go over that, just because I know that a lot of you don't really care. Don't really, want to hear all that. You're not about the whole blah, blah life stuff. Some of you just want to see what I've been working on. So I'm going to start with that. But I will say before we begin, thank you for watching my channel. If you are a long-time subscriber or have subscribed recently, or you're just subscribing today, then welcome to my channel. Welcome back. I appreciate each and every one of you, the ones that stick around with me, and my kind of sporadic schedule. I don't have a schedule. I film when I want to or when I get in the mood. So I'm not one that's going to come on here every week. Sometimes I'll do vlog style video. Sometimes I'll do it all in one sitting, depending on what I've been working. I kind of would like to change that, but I say that every time and it never happens. So if you go back and watch my other videos, you will see that I was going to be doing the Summer of Dimension starts, which started off really good. All of June, July, and August, I was going to start a Dimensions kit each week. So that would be about 12 that I was going to start. I made it about halfway, a little over halfway through. I got through June and 3 weeks of July. And then some things started happening and I had to stop pretty much, which I'll get into. It's all good things. I'm excited to tell you briefly about what's going to happen, but I did get 3 in. I got 4 in the month of June and 3 in July. So I'm going to show you, I'm reaching down here to pick these up, which ones I started. So I don't know, these aren't in any particular order, but I was going to do the Christmas in July also. So all of these are a Christmas theme. So I started this one, which is a stocking by Dimensions Gold Collection called Enchanted Ornaments. And I'm going to tilt it up like that so you get a little bit less of a reflection. I'm sitting in front of my window. So you're going to see a reflection of my window and outside probably. But this is what it looks like. I love it, especially the cardinal. And I did not get very far on many of these, but what I would consider a start. This is done on like a light blue fabric, and that's what I've done. So I started, I think like kind of in the middle on the side. I don't know. I started in the middle and worked over and then up, and then I started working down. So this is the very top, like top band of the stocking. I think where you put your name in or put a name in. And that's it. And this is going away until the mood strikes me again, which could be a while. I would love to get on some sort of Dimensions kit rotation. Okay, well, y'all are gonna think this is funny. I started this stocking also. This is an older Dimensions kit. It is from 1989, from the 12 days of, it's called 12 Days of Christmas Stocking. I ordered this off eBay, and it's actually done on linen, but guess what? I have nothing to show you. I did start it. I did start it, but I don't know where it is. It's not in the bag, and I have no idea where it is. It's upstairs somewhere. And I'm working on, well, just trust me when I tell you this. I'm working on the 2 turtle doves. I'm doing the 2 turtle doves. So it's kind of like right here in the middle, right here. From this picture, it really doesn't look like that is in the middle. But because of the way the stocking is, I guess it is. I don't know. I just followed the little thing on the pattern, you know, when it goes down, and that's how I found the middle. I don't know where that is. I don't know where that project is at all. Okay, you know what? Maybe I only worked on 2 Christmas stockings, because this is not a Christmas stocking I'm about to show you, but I put them all in the shelf to show. So maybe I just did 2 and then stopped. That sounds fine. It sounds more like it. So I'm so out of practice. I feel like just taking a month off is really kind of made me rusty at doing YouTube videos. I also wanted to work on this project, which I'm taking out of the Q-Snaps. I really just want to get this one done. This is Jane Hopkins from Hands Across the Sea. And this is where I'm at on that. God, it's so pretty. And you know, I got on, I don't have a cover photo, but it's just a big thing of flowers. I'm sure you've seen this. The fabric is really pretty. I can't remember the name of it or where it's from, but it's like I think it's a 32 count. This is one of the very first pieces of even weave that I ordered before I could even do, like, to first try out something other than Aida. And I thought it was so hard to begin with, and now it's like so easy, which I think is kind of funny. But I love this. It's so soft. I really wish I knew who this was by. For some reason, I'm thinking it might be from Bestitch Me. I feel like it is. And it makes me want to order more from Bestitch Me because I just love the way this feels. I need to go back and like look up my order somehow from maybe PayPal. Because I think I may have ordered it or even won it in one of their Friday night fight night things that they have. And I don't know, I just really, really, really love it. Can I say that again? I was looking on my pattern keeper, and I was a little disappointed when I realized I wasn't even 50%. I think I'm like right at 50% finished with this. But it's pretty much full coverage right there in the middle. Now, you know, when you get on the sides, it goes more like, you know, less just like little motifs or whatever, but I love it. And I really want to start working on this on a schedule. Because this is one that I have to get done. It's so pretty. And it's just so up my alley when it comes to the things I like. And I love floral. I can't grow anything floral. I do not have a green thumb. I don't have that in me. We don't have a lot of stuff planted in our yard because our dirt is we have like that Georgia red clay and things just don't grow in it, but I love flowers. So I will stitch them. Okay, then let me get down on the ground here. I'm just gonna through all this stuff. Everything's falling out. All right. Then a couple of other things I've worked on, and this is going to go into why I quit the dimensions and stopped doing the whatever summer starts. Okay, so I worked on this little bitty ornament from Mill Hill. It is from the Autumn Harvest, and it's Tom Turkey. And this is from what year? 2015. I ordered this. I think I ordered it off of Amazon. That's where I usually order all my Mill Hill. I need to trim that. So it's a cute little turkey, and I'm still just working on the stitching. I'm just working on the stitching first, and then I will go to the beading. So I have the beads here. So it's taking quite a bunch. It uses kind of a lot of beads. Let me show you. You've got these beads and these. And so 3 bags of beads. So it's pretty bead heavy. And then this like little other bead. A bigger bead. I don't know what you call it. Treasure, maybe. Is that the word that people use when they talk about that? Can you see that? Anyway, so those all go on that one. And then I actually started on another Mill Hill. And I've been working on this. And the reason why I started on this one is because I got it in the mail and it was just small and easy to do down in my bedroom. So, because I haven't been able to go up into my craft room, which I'll tell you about in just a minute. So this is one, this is from the, I think is this 2024? This is one of the new ones. And it's called Splat Witch. You know, you've seen those witches like that hit the wall, they fly into the wall and they're like splat. That's what that is. Okay, so I thought that was cute. You see the Halloween decorations like that. And so it's a tiny little, 2.5 by 3 witch from the Autumn Harvest. And I don't know if you can see these other ones that are in the collection. I know that's going to be a little bit blurry, but there's one with apples. There's like a coffee to go. Then there's like one that is like a lizard. I think that has glow in the dark beads. And there's one that's a cauldron, and then there's one that's a bee. And I kind of want to do all of them. I want to do the coffee one, and I actually have the cauldron one on order. Okay, that one. So let me show you what I've done. That's how much I've done, and I think I did that in 2 days. So what I love about these is they're quick finishes, and it's something that I can actually use to decorate and not just easy for me to finish. It's going to be easy for me to finish. It involves 2 of the things that I love best, cross stitching and beading, and then I can make it into an ornament tree, or I can use it on my ornament tree, the one that I'm going to have in the future when I finish some ornaments. But yeah, you're probably going to be seeing a lot more of these in the future, probably, because I'm really enjoying doing them and working them in with everything else. So let's just talk about this. This is an awesome little magnetic holder for your Mill Hill kits. Now this is from Amy Loves Toads. Makes these. This one has mushrooms on it. I sent her a message and told her I really wanted one, because my problem when I'm stitching the Mill Hill kits in any size, this is a smaller size one and holds these little ornaments. but there's room, and I'm going to show you in a minute, to fit a bigger piece of paper. You could probably fit, it could go outside the area, but I prefer the edges to be covered up by this border, because that's my problem. When I'm stitching these on paper, first of all, my hand gets sweaty, and I don't like touching the paper because I'm a sweater. I'm sweaty and messy, and then I just don't want it to, and I don't want this, my moist hands to ruin the paper. And so, because it's perforated paper, is that how you say it? And so that's one of the reasons. Another reason is I am constantly getting let me just take it out so I can show you. And you just open it up. It's very strong magnets all around it. So I'm constantly getting I don't want to lose the needle. Okay. I'm constantly getting my thread stuck on the edges, okay, or hung like on the corners, and it bugs me. And I don't have that problem. I can stitch in hand and still, it's not getting hung. Also, I can stitch in my Lowry stand, because I can stick the corner of this in there and stitch with two hands, which makes it go even faster. So that's awesome. So I totally recommend one of these things. Now what I do is I just lay it down on here to where it's kind of even in between all the magnets. And then I'm not doing a very good job right now because my needle is stuck on here, and I don't want it to come off because I don't want to lose the needle. But it just snaps on there. Okay, so super easy. I did it the wrong way, but also because it has magnets in it, your needle will stick on there. But I love this. I love the size. I love everything about it. Thank you, Amy, for creating a really cool product and making it so cute. All right. And that's it. That's it for my stitching, which, considering everything that's happening, is pretty good, I believe. I've also done a little bit of quilting. English paper piecing, and I've worked on my my knitting. I'm knitting that jelly roll blanket. I've worked on both of those, but I'm not going to get those out because you know what? I've shown the knitting, but I'm going to show you the English paper piecing because I've not shown that before, and I think it's interesting. So hold on. I gotta go in my closet. And this is the SAL that I might have to edit that out because I feel like my butt cheeks were showing. Okay. I'm doing that Grumpy Susan quilt along with Antique Needleworkers and Tiger Lily Designs, although I haven't seen a video from them in a while. And I just realized as I'm looking at this in the light that I think I spilled coffee on my quilt, my English paper piecing, like in one of these lighter squares. So that's what I've done so far. I'm making, it's like a circle type thing, and this is all done by hand sewing them together, and that's what it looks like from the other side. So I'm supposed to make 18 of these, I think. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing with this green part, how to connect them together. I'm waiting for another video that maybe explains that, but it's taken me a while to do this. So, but I'm liking it's been fun just to cut out and do all that. Yeah, oh, and I meant to say, I ordered a lot of this fabric because I didn't have any fabric. I ordered these from the Fat Quarter Shop. I can't remember what fabric it was. And all these were just like different kind of like whites and creams that I put together. But this one right here is actually an old shirt that my son wore. It's like a seersucker Ralph Lauren polo shirt, and I just, it's from when he was little, and I just cut it up and used that. I was like, that'll go. All right, so very quickly, because I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because it's already 20 minutes into this video. Wow, and as you know, the end of May, well, actually all of April, May, and June, and July have been crazy. I've talked about the whole issue I had with my parents during April, May, and June. Was super stressful. They both were actually I had to put them both in assisted living facilities at the same time. And one was because I was really just freaking out over a situation with my mom. And then it was out of necessity because my dad had some health issues as well. And now we have taken my mom out of the one that she was in and moved her back to her house. And we have found, hired this young girl who's in nursing school or thinking about going on nursing. Anyway, she's helping with my mom in the mornings, like 4 hours a day, just to help with her medicines and kind of give me a break and allow me to go do stuff for my dad. My dad is actually in an assisted living that's close by, a lot closer than he was, living 7 hours away by himself in very bad living conditions, I found out. And so things happen for a reason, is what I'm finding out. Things happen for a reason. God had his hand in all of this, and I truly believe that I actually have, during all of this, I have really, really relied on God, and to the point, and I'm going to cry while I'm saying this, to the point where I felt so hopeless because I couldn't figure out what to do. It was a situation that I couldn't fix, and I couldn't figure out the solution because my dad was in a state that no assisted living facilities or nursing homes were taking him. They were all denying him. And I didn't know what to do. And I felt all kinds of emotions, like guilt, especially. The guilt was just the hardest one. And so I had to just completely just say, I don't know what to do. I have to give this to you because I don't know. I can't do it. You do it. And it's like when I did that, things started kind of coming together. And I'm not saying it was easy, but slowly things started changing. And it was just such a relief to me just to be able to do that and say, it's okay that you don't know what to do. It's okay. And so we found, because just by going by recommendations, I found a place that was close. It was 20 minutes away from where I live that would take him. And they have been able to get him on the right medications because he was having hallucinations and delusions, and it was scary and something I've never seen before. They were able to get him on the right medications, and he is safe. He's being taken care of. He's being fed. He's in a clean environment, and he seems to be okay with it all. So, I mean, I'm still like in awe about how he's kind of acclimated to this place. Now, he did have kind of a bad day today when we went to go see him. He was a little agitated. So it's gonna happen. But I trust that they know what they're doing. He's actually been diagnosed with something called Lewy bodies dementia, which actually kind of the symptoms mimic a lot bipolar disorder. And he has actually been put on hospice, but it's not because he's near the end of his life. It's so they can make him comfortable, and he gets extra help there. Wow, because he couldn't even walk. He couldn't even walk when it's just a long story, but he can. He can walk. He doesn't have to be in the wheelchair all the time. He can use a cane and get around. He's gotten so much stronger. He's gotten so much better. And so now we're not in crisis mode because I have a place for him. And it's not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. And then my mom is going back home, and she's happy, and he seems to be happy. And that was a really long explanation about my parents again, but I just thought I'd let you know that. But the exciting thing, which is also a total God thing, is that my sister, who lives in Texas, calls me and starts asking me about the schools around where I live. And I'm like, why are you asking? And she says, I think we're going to move there. And I'm going to help you with mom and dad. So anyway, long story short is that my sister and her family are moving here. And so she can be near me and my parents, towards the ends of their lives, because they're both in their 80s, right? And she and her daughter is going into high school, and she's going to the high school that my boys went to. And so far, she has gone, they just started this week, and she's loving it. And I'm just like, can't even believe it. I feel like I'm in a dream. So I've never lived in the same state as my sister. So, I have for a very short time, besides when we were growing up. But they've lived in Texas, which is so far away. But the fact that she's willing to uproot her life and that they're actually in a position where they can do that is amazing to me. And I am so thankful. And so this is just another thing why I said things are just like turning around for me. So all of July, they have, not all of July, like just half of July. This has only been the past 2.5 weeks. They've come here. She's tried out for like 2 volleyball teams. They've gotten into school. She tried out for the volleyball team at school. She started school. They found a house. They're closing on it in a week, but they've been living at my house. And so that's the reason why I haven't been able to cross stitch, because my craft room's upstairs and they're all living upstairs in my house, which I'm thankful that I have the rooms for them to stay in. And we have a basement, and their son is actually here now too. He's in college, but he's visiting. But yeah, so they've been at my house for like 2.5 weeks, and they're closing in like another week and a half. So I haven't really been able to do anything up there in the craft room. And so that's why I've been having to bring the small little projects or things that are easy to get to. And that's why I had to quit that whole dimensions thing, because it was just too much. And then, yeah, I couldn't like really do videos or anything. But they actually just went to a volleyball game, I guess is what you call them. I don't know. I'm also learning what it's like to have a teenage girl around, which I've never experienced. Clothes shopping, that's a whole different story when it comes to girls versus the boys that I had. But anyway, that's my story, and just stay tuned and I'll let you know. The great thing about, though, the most important thing is that my parents are doing well, and things are not, I mean, I know, you know, that the things are bound to happen. Something's bound to happen again, but for right now, things are going a lot more smoothly. And I'm sorry I cried, but I guess I just have to get that out sometimes. And thanks for listening. I appreciate it. And I hope to be back up in my craft room in a couple of weeks and hopefully be able to do videos a little bit more regularly. I have no plans. I'm going to stitch what I want to stitch when I want to stitch it. And that's it. That's my plans. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Love you. Bye.